Anthony Albanese and the rest of his government keep telling Australia that an energy system dominated by renewables can be cheap and reliable. But did you know that ensuring this grid reliability rests on the assumption that we can predict the weather 20 years in advance? The Australian Energy Market Operator, known as AEMO, is responsible for releasing an updated Integrated System Plan, or ISP, every 2 years. Here's AEMO CEO introducing the 2024 draft.
AEMO's Integrated System Plan is a roadmap for Australia's energy transition. And the message is clear. As our old coal-fired power stations retire, the lowest cost replacement for that energy is renewable energy, powered by the sun and the wind, backed up by batteries and hydro and gas, and connected to our towns and cities by new transmission.
AEMO claims that the ISP is a whole-of-system plan aimed at designing the lowest cost, secure and reliable energy system that can meet emissions targets. In a truly reliable system, electricity supply must meet demand 24/7 or there will be blackouts. But is the energy system the ISP models actually reliable? First up, let's hear from Zoe Hilton, the Modelling Director for the Federal Government's Capacity Investment Scheme, a scheme designed to ensure grid reliability.
And also the original intent of the ISP as an exercise in transmission planning. It was not ever intended to be an exercise that would give you kind of, reliability requirements across jurisdictions.
And now let's hear from Samantha Christie, AEMO's Manager of Strategic Planning, answering our question on reliability.
The ISP does need to model power system needs, and that includes meeting reliability requirements and also power system security requirements. That's part of the obligations on AEMO when we prepare the ISP.
So we've got Zoe claiming the ISP was never designed to ensure grid reliability, and Samantha claiming it does meet reliability requirements. So who is right? It turns out AEMO has a magical ingredient they use to fill in the gaps in their model: flexible gas. Here's AEMO's Manager of Integrated Modelling, Salu Clito, explaining.
For the scenarios that we investigate, we have not seen any reliability breaches because we are allowing the model to build flexible gas to take into account those chances of unserved energy.
Unserved energy means blackouts. So, if AEMO's model builds enough gas to prevent major blackouts, then shouldn't we trust the ISP's reliability? Turns out we can't, because AEMO's model assumes perfect foresight of the weather decades in advance. Here you can see the forecast change in solar output of each solar farm in the ISP. Notice the dip in 2045? According to AEMO, that will be a particularly bad year for solar. But AEMO thinks this is okay because they can use their magical ingredient, flexible gas, to pick up the slack. Just before 2045, the ISP model builds a whopping 4 gigawatts of flexible gas capacity in 1 year to make sure we get through the impending solar drought. Now, this is all fine if AEMO can predict the weather in 20 years with perfect foresight, but I think we all know they can't. AEMO's plan for just-in-time gas capacity means we have no guarantee of grid reliability if a bad solar year were to come in 2040 or 2043, and this means blackouts. AEMO claims a renewables-heavy grid is cheap and reliable, but this isn't true. Australians deserve cheap energy they can rely on.